Bonjour! So we are back in Sunset Valley for yet another renovation. So this time it's going to be... Which one is it going to be? Oh, yeah, I wanted to do a quick episode. My brother is coming over a bit later, so I wanted to do a quick episode. So it's going to be the consignment store. So, that lot. I've placed it there. I don't know where it's placed when... I think it is placed somewhere. You know, it's one of those lots, I think, that come with an expansion pack, and when you own that expansion pack, they are placed automatically in previous towns that weren't included in that EP. So I don't know where it used to be, but yeah, I've placed it there in a previous recap episode. I'll link the episode on the screen. And yeah, I think it should be quick. We'll see. So let's check it out in Edit Town. So Landgraab Sell and Swap consignment store, 30 by 30. Pretty sure the original lot is 30 by 20. And there is room for a parking lot there. So I've done consignment stores before. Mostly I've built them, but then I usually play them with mods. So here I'm going to try to do one that can be played without mods and without store items. I'm not using the store items. We'll see where we can do that. Let's do a quick tour of the lot. Okay, so the front facade, it's a bit downtown looking, so I'm going to rearrange that. I might not keep that wall here in diagonal. I'm thinking, oh, I see. I'm not that keen on the colors, but I might keep that color scheme there of the yellow and blue. Have them maybe a tad different so that the yellow is a bit too mustardy, I think. I don't know. I really like what they did with that looks very American, that part here. and then brick walls. I really like the back, so I think the lot goes a bit farther up to over there, so that I can easily include dumpster area and windows. So that's the back door. Okay, that is very cool. Really like that. So I might try to do something a bit similar. And depending on what is there, I might open it a bit more onto that side because I'm thinking of having parking spaces there. So I think I can include a few car parks there. So yeah, I'll see. Let's get inside. Okay, so it's one big room with different corners. Okay, the stylist. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, that's so cool. I really like what they did there. Okay. That poster, I never know how to use it. It's a bit... I mean, they're not selling jewelry. And then you can barely see what she's wearing, so... I'm thinking I might recolor it. Then there is... Oh, okay. Drafting table. And a desk. With a view. Neat. Dresser there. The checkout area. And... Oh, okay. So there are bathrooms. So I suppose that's the furniture store area. And weirdly enough, there is a pump, water pump in the middle. Okay. Looks very clean. And then these displays. Okay. Quick overview. And, oh, I hadn't seen the entryway. So with a fence as a partition there. I think they are from the Bite the Book catalog, those chairs. Quick overview. So it's one big room. And I think I'll get rid of the diagonal wall here, because it would look great if it was on Main Street. It looks like a facade for Main Street, that part here. But instead I'm going to go more with that look here, with a overhang. Yeah. Parts, and I'm thinking here. So this here, I'm going to move it elsewhere. have the shop a bit smaller and maybe have a real backstage area and like the back door area and have it a bit bigger. I might do something of an add-on here. So it's a furniture store and clothing store. Okay, flower shop too. Okay, and is that it? Maybe I can include something else. I don't know what yet. We'll see here. So I've got a few ideas. I might get some more one building and maybe even a bit later. So I'm not going to, there is a high possibility that I'm going to be done with it and then think about something else and come back to it. But that's okay. I've got a few episodes to go before this one. So, I should be able to have it done by the time the video is released. Okay, let's get to it. So tackling the building first, I did the changes that I said I was going to do for the building. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to go over a few housekeeping notes in the meantime. So this video, after this video, there are only 3 other building videos left. And I've started on all 3 of those buildings. I'm not done on either right now. I'm just finishing up with the military base, so it should be the next one. I'm trying to have it ready for next week. But yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be ready because I've got a very busy week ahead. And also the weekend is going to be busy. So I'm going to be the responsible adult in charge of my 8-year-old nephew for a few days while his parents are going on a vacation. So yeah, I don't know if I'll have time to edit the video before I leave, and then if I have time when I come back with my nephew during the weekend. So it's a bit complicated, and yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be ready. So if there is no video next week, that's why. Mind you, I still need to finish the lot. I haven't actually finished it yet. There are only a few details. You know, I go back to the lots afterwards. I think I'm done, and then I don't know, while trying to get to sleep, I've got, oh, why haven't I used that or that, you know? And then the next day I have to launch the game just to add that small thing that I'd forgotten to add. So sometimes it's a few days later, and so yeah, I'm not sure when it's going to be done and ready to be shared. So back to the video. Where am I at? So did the front facade. Oh yeah, the sign. So at first I was thinking maybe not add a sign, and then I ended up putting the one from Supernatural, the creepy one, you know, with the moon and a bit vampire-like looking. But I'm thinking I'm going to recolor it, and so for the version where you don't get the recolor, well, you might, but it's going to be a CC file for the sub version. In the other one, they're going to be included with the world. I'm saying that, but at the same time, I don't know how I'm going to recolor it. If I'm going, well, I think I'm going to. It's one of those signs I never know where to use because it's so specifically creepy. I don't know, and so yeah, I'm not sure yet how I'd like it to look like. I don't know. I don't have an image in mind. In New Pleasantville, I used it for the gas station, and I already had. I knew what I wanted to use. I wanted to use the image that was on the gas pump from Fastlane, and that's what I did. I think it's a kind of, yes, it's a dolphin jumping out of the water, I think. something like that. So I took the same image, which was already a bit roundish, so that it actually fitted the sign there. So inside, doing the layout first, trying to see what corner I'm going to have where. So I've actually switched different corners, like for instance the one where the clothing store area was. It's there, so it's now outside. So I've moved that area where the furniture corner was, and I reused the idea of I really like that idea of the floor length mirrors being on 2 diagonal walls and one in the middle, so that it's a half circle. I really like that idea, and so I reused it in the corner. So here I'm adjusting outside because after seeing the layout inside, I was more aware of what I could do outside without influencing the inside too much, you know. So for instance, the access to the rooftop. Since it's a flat rooftop, I think an access there was needed, but I haven't put anything that can be used upstairs. If it were in the middle of the town, I think I would have added, for instance, the juice cake there with a couple of chairs, so that we can pretend SIMS go there to have a few beers together. I don't know. I just imagine that's what people might do on rooftops. I don't know what else they could do there, except like chat. And so back inside, trying to remember if I was talking about something and then went on a tangent, and oh yeah, I've been talking about the different corners. So yeah, I've put the rugs from the premium set from the store, but it was just placeholders, so that I knew where to place the different elements that could be sold there. So I'm going to remove them afterward. So it's just set dressing there, the pieces of furniture, for instance, or the flower corner. I think from what I gathered from what I read about consignment stores, it's just the register that is needed there. But what seems they can be selling stuff through the register. As I've said, I've never played a consignment store without mods, so I'm not really sure how it works. But I think you just need the register, and then the rest is, yeah, it's set dressing. So that's what I did there. So I've added a few sections to the store. So the ones that were already there were the clothes area, the flower corner. It was in the back of the building, so here I've put it near a display window. It seemed more logical. And of course there is the furniture section, which is bigger actually. And then the electronics, so the electronic items, I've put most of them behind the counter, the checkout area where the clerk is going to be, because I was thinking that it's safer there. It's the most expensive, I imagine, some of the most expensive items there, so they would want to kind of have safekeeping area for them, while still displaying them in a way. So I don't know, that was my thought process there, why I put them there. And then I used, so yeah, that's what I'm doing there, is because there is only one, to my knowledge, there is only one bowl, empty one, that is in the game from World Adventures, and it's in the by debug catalog, and you cannot customize it, so that's annoying, but at least there is that. And I'm using it as a display recipient to display smaller items. And so I've put a few that I'm pretending they're selling there. So I've also used a bigger, well, yeah, a bigger one, a bigger bowl. It's actually a planter for flowers and stuff like that. For plants, stuff like that, for plants. I've used one on one of the displays. I've put one there so that I could put different balls there, you know, footballs, and maybe also footballs mostly. I don't think I've put, I mean, the soccer ball is there, but I don't think I've put another type there. We'll see that. it's bothering me right now, but we'll see it a bit later. So yeah, here I'm just doing decorating the shop in a way. So I haven't removed the rugs yet, but I will a bit later. And instead of having rugs, the carpet there is a tad darker, so that you know where to put the rugs if where they intended to be, if you playing with the store set. So here doing a few more displays, I've put music boxes, the alarm clocks. There is an area where there are a lot of small kitchen appliances. I was looking for the word. Small one, microwaves and the mixers. So here doing, oh yeah, the pet one. I was sure there was a third one. Okay, I don't think it's in it. I've put it as next to it on the display. So yeah, I also did so small kitchen appliances like microwaves, mixers, and I don't remember. Maybe coffee machines, and then bigger ones are in the furniture section of the store. So there are washers and like dishwashers. I don't think I've put a washing machine there. No, I haven't. I should have. I've put ovens, stoves there, but I haven't put washing machines. So yeah, there is also a pet section over there, and there are lamps. So here, just adding stuff. So there are quite a few items on that lot, and just for decor. So not that useful, you know. Actually, I've kept the drafting table, so I was thinking that the Sims could use it. I think they can. It's accessible, and I guess most of the furniture, most of the items there are accessible. Well, the pieces of furniture at least. So I'm thinking that maybe the Sims might stomp their feet because they cannot access the coffee machines that are on the display shelves. But then I've put a coffee machine in the back room there. So is it called a back room? The break room? Yeah, the room for the employees. That's also where I've put the bathrooms, so that they can it's accessible. I haven't put a hidden room marker there. Oh yeah, well, I'm thinking of that. I've put a level skip marker on the ground floor. So since it's not a double level floor, I mean, there is a freeze level, and this one doesn't have a floor. So actually, you see the room from the second floor, which is a freeze level. So I haven't put a floor there. It's Yeah, I'm not explaining well, though you'll see, so the walls are taller, that's what I mean. And so I've put a level script marker so you cannot really access, well, you can, the Sims can navigate there, it's just that the view is from above. So yeah, with that very confusing whatever that was, let's go to the lot. Okay, so overview of the lot. So mostly there is one big room, as you can see, and we are actually on the second floor. Yeah, sorry, not going to try and explain again. So two different doors, one here, one over there, and then the flower area over there, clothing shop here, furniture area, then different display shelves here with the items for the kitchen, for the pets, etc. Electronic items are there, and then the checkout area with a few small displays there, the back room, break room, and then toilets there, and there is a back door here, access to the rooftop here with a ladder and then stairs, and then this is the dumpster area over there. So let's go to the rooftop. There is nothing much there, just a few decorative items, okay, and also the sign I've used, so I'm going to recolor it, but I don't really, I'm not sure. So that's the front here with where there are bike racks, and then in the back I'm going to show you the back door over there, here. Oh, there are two lamps, I'm going to remove one. Oh, there is also a space for the food truck here. And yeah, that's about it for that lot. Next episode should be Fortnum, the military base. Hopefully next week. We'll see. I'll see you in the next video. À bientôt.